Alright guys, this weekend we've got a 2-day event. It's currently Friday the 23rd, and tomorrow the 24th is the NMRA Spring Shootout up in Gainesville, Florida. So I've got S197 all loaded up on the trailer with the Fummins in tow, and yeah, we're gonna make a 3-hour trip up to Gainesville and go have some fun, kill some tires today and tomorrow, and other than that, let's get right to it. Tires look.
Getting pretty bald.
Yep. That's fine. No cord though?
No cord yet.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not switching them out to the Sarchon cord. So.
Yeah. That last one was pretty good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, so it's a little bit weird. There's like a spot where it changes the pavement, so it gets slick in one side and not in the other, and it's on both of the the end of each of the turns.
Right.
And like on the really like tight transition spot.
Gotcha.
So, but anyway.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go through so many tires today.
Oh no, you have plenty left though.
Oh yeah, I got a lot left, so we're good.
Oh yeah, dude. Keep going, dude.
Thank you. I was telling Josiah for sure, I'm like, I'm trying to throw down, and even Josiah was like, it feels smoother in the car today because it's not as jittery. Yeah. But he was just like, you know, talking to him about, I was like, if I can put down the smoothest, nicest line,
maybe Chelsea or Vaughn will be like, I'll follow him. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care about chasing them, but if they could follow me, oh, that'd be great.
So after you were following Miles,
Yeah.
Miles got out and parked the car and went over and Denosa dapped him up. Like that was a killer run. So he's watching you.
Okay. Cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hell yeah. So yeah, even Miles came back up. He's like, dude, that was. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
It's a good time.
Dude, it's so much fun seeing you out there, buddy.
It's fun. I'm excited to get the next one out.
Yeah.
That's a 95
I know.
out, bro. Like,
Next year for sure.
yeah, imagine both of us out there, like maybe a little bit of livery and some matching color. Oh,
Yeah, buddy.
we're working towards it. We're getting towards it. So.
Hell yeah.
We can go put fuel in the car real quick, or you can take a break.
Yeah, let's go throw a can in it and see where it's at. Because it says it's over 3/4, but yeah.
Feels
die.
It's full fuck like a
Yeah, as soon as I was cutting out on that outside edge, it like shut off completely and came back on. And I was like, okay, it's good. And I stayed in it, and then it shut off again, so I just darted. I was like,
Gotcha, yeah.
I'm not stopping in front of him. So
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
got
yeah.
out of the way. I saw the opening in the cones. It's like, going there.
Yep. That was smart.
I was like, there's no reason for him to be here.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh yeah. All right, we're going to go back to the trailer then.
So, Corey, how's it going?
Oh, it's going. It's going. It's really fun.
Yeah.
That last little bit, the car fuel cut, so fuel sloshed, I guess. So I got to throw some fuel in. It says it's almost at a full tank gas, which is a lie because I've gone through 2 pairs of tires now. So it's got to be at least 4 or 5 gallons out now.
Yeah.
But overall, it's just car's feeling really good. Just that breakup issue. There's a little clunk in the front, but I think it might just be hind joints being hind joints. So nothing feels loose. There's just a little clunk. So I'll probably just double check everything, make sure everything's good. Check my fluids real quick because we're about to go on an hour break. So go grab some food, some drinks, and stuff like that, and just check the car over, and we'll be good for another few hours of driving.
No, you're killing it, dude.
Thanks.
right, well, Cory just got an award.
Done a thing. I mean, it's no competition on it, but that's so. I'm stoked.
So
That's
what'd you
so
get?
cool. I got best random tandem. Me and Nate ran yesterday. Just literally like the first tandems out there, just going to run, and they were happy about it. They were, they were ecstatic about it. So they gave us best random tandem for the weekend. So that was sick. That was so random. Like Nick just rolls up, was like, "Who was the driver of that 197? The red car?" And I was like, "Me." And he's like, "Oh, okay, cool. I got something for you." I was like, "What?" So. Well, that's going on the wall in the office.
Yep.
Sweet.
Heck yeah, dude.
And it's funny too because I was talking about retiring that steering wheel, so it'll go right next to the steering wheel.
Oh yeah, dude. That's badass.
Oh yeah.
Good deal.
You see all the left foot brake on that one? Yeah. I was like, burnout. I'm just doing a burnout. I didn't mean to run over the cone, but I meant to do the spin. I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna let it ride. I should have did a 360 in the middle.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, that was fun. Let's go get loaded up before it gets too dark and go to some
Exactly.
like Texas Roadhouse or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I gotta run to Claremont.
Y'all.
It's the morning after. But no, dude, it was a good weekend.
Dude, it's such a good weekend.
Super fun weekend. I didn't know what to expect going out there in the sense of like driver talent and stuff like that. Like I knew last year, like watching some people and whatnot, that there was going to be good drivers, but I just didn't know if they would be comfortable enough with me, and like I didn't know if I'd be comfortable enough riding with anybody or driving with anybody. But no, it was a super good time, and like so many laps. And it was funny too, because like for some of the sets of tires, the tires lasted forever, and then some of them was like 6 laps in, they were done.
You got like 6 laps, sometimes you got 15. It was like,
yeah, it was like crazy.
Yeah.
But no, it was a super good time. Absolutely fun. Like, car did great. The Fummins towed it perfectly fine. Like, it's not that I haven't had an issue. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm still 2 hours from home, but it'll be fine. Like, it's a good truck. It's been doing really, really well.
Yeah.
But, a couple of things that we want to do in the near future on the car is because the only quote-unquote issues that I had was really fuel slosh. And, I mean, that was the primary one, right?
that was the only, and a little bit of breakup issues here and there, but nothing.
Which I think was
crazy.
more or less from, and it's got a little bit of weird throttle stuff, so like, I know the tune was set to be like very responsive throttle and such like that, but like, for whatever reason, 10-20% on the throttle position right now, or on the pedal position, is like cranking out to $5,000, which is ridiculous, and I'm like, I really have to like feather the throttle to get it to like stay in the RPM range that I want it to be in, or like in the speed range that I want it to be in. So I can't just sit there at 4,000 RPM and cruise it. I have to be like $5,000 off, $5,000 off, $5,000 off. So something I want to mess around with, maybe just have it retuned. I kind of talked about that the private day before too, and just like want to see if it fixes anything, if it figures anything out, or if it might just be the throttle body acting up. So
Yeah.
But other than that, I need to do a surge tank because I kept having to top off, which isn't a super big deal, but like my gas gauge says it's almost full, and I was 4 or 5 gallons in already, and which is obviously inaccurate. But it's just not worth risking anything when I know if I put a surge tank in it, I won't have the problems that I had, because it was like on that big outside, first outside zone area, like towards the end of it when the car starts to load up and dip on that right rear. The fuel would all slosh to the right side of the tank, and the car would start to break up for a second, and it would come back on power, and right before transition, it would basically just shut off.
Right.
And I would just have to dive out of the way because it's not worth like waiting for the car to come back for the transition and hope that there's power.
Right.
So a surge tank is really the next thing to do on that car. So other than that, I mean, it did absolutely phenomenal. I didn't break anything. Everything drove really good. It drove back on the road perfectly fine after we were not in the mud.
Yeah, it was very, very wet.
Yeah.
But no, it was awesome. I saw some good things from him Friday. Went out there yesterday with him. But he got the best random tandem award.
Yeah. Which was
awesome.
Yeah.
And he had a really cool thing with Miles Flick, and who was he? It was Zach, right?
Zach Allison, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Nate, I don't remember his last name, unfortunately. But Nate
Jacobs. Nate Jacobs, I think.
Or Nate Jordan.
Nate Jordan, yeah.
He was the one I got the best random tandem with and whatnot, which was super cool because it was just Friday. And we were, there wasn't a bunch of people out there going crazy and whatnot. There was a couple guys that were doing stuff, but we were just the random group, or like random two, I guess, that were there together that just went and did really well. It was fun. It was a good time. It was cool, like having Friday as like the practice day and figuring stuff out and whatnot, and then letting Saturday kind of be like, all right, let's let it rip. Let's do some, let's have some fun with it, especially because it was wet day on Friday and like trying to figure stuff out and like just learn the track layout and the conditions and stuff, and then have Saturday be like, oh, it's dry, there's a bunch of grip now, and just be able to send the cars, and it was just super fun. It was like going from your most extreme hardest difficulty to like cakewalk.
Exactly.
Like, it was hilarious. So Saturday was just a ball, dude. It was so much fun.
It's a blast.
But man, the crew, like Nick Swan and Pat Gooden, I think the other guy's name was Zach.
I think so too,
for sure. But they were all running grid great. They were all super nice and chill to hang out with and just talk to, and drivers meetings went nice and easy, and everybody was competent. So like there was nothing like crazy going on. Like everybody, like they knew they were respectful. Everybody took care of each other's time and like made sure that everything flowed smoothly. It was awesome. I couldn't complain. Like it was to the point where we had they made an hour-long break area from 1 to 2, and I think everybody took a 1 to 3.
Yeah.
Because like they were doing the Bigfoot thing anyway, and so it was just like we didn't hear any drift cars going from 1 to 3 o'clock, so we were all just like, let's just chill for a minute.
Yeah.
We got so many laps because everything was just running so smoothly.
Yeah.
So it was a great time.
That's awesome.
I had absolute blast, and I can't wait for next year. I can't wait to get that to 95.
We'll be there next year with it for sure. It'll be awesome.
It's a great event. Absolutely ecstatic, and it was cool to be able to like get everybody crew passes and have everybody come for rides.
Everyone won rides. All the wives, Forrest, Josiah, his wife, everybody went out.
I think that was amazing. The best part was that there was no cages required for any activities.
Yeah.
Tandems, passengers, and tandems at the same time.
Yep.
Like, you didn't have a gauge. Like, as long as they obviously, like, grid workers are like, this guy's good. He's fine. He's going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine. He knows how to drive. He knows how to evade and stuff like that. So, it was their judgment call as to whether they would have let it happen. But, yeah, it was just cool to be able to throw people in the car and have people, like, get excited about the first times going out for rides and stuff, and then also being in tandem.
Yeah.
So, no, it was...
I think Megan was in a 3-car or 4-car tandem at the very end. I was like, oh, yep, you were in a 4-car tandem. I was like, really? Like, yeah,
dude, it's absolutely crazy. And it's kind of funny because, like, I get, like, chasing is really fun and, like, trying to get up on people. But I had probably the most fun because I could go wide out was running leads for people and being like, I nailed that lead for him because because I could hear his car right next to mine. So I loved doing that stuff. And there was a couple times, too, where I was, like, chasing Miles. And I'm like, I can't hear my car because I'm so close to him. But no, man, it was so cool driving with good drivers that were very consistent, and I could just like trust what they were doing.
Exactly.
And that's why I've been like wanting to go to these private days or like even some public days and just like watch people and see who I could pick out and like let's go ride, because I don't want to put my car in jeopardy and I don't want to put their car in jeopardy.
Right.
So it's just like seeing people that can drive and are very confident and like consistent about things was very cool to be like, all right, let's go do this.
Exactly.
And like having Well, Miles was, or besides Nate and us tandeming on Friday a little bit, Miles was the first one to really come up to me and go, "Hey man, you've been killing it. You know, if you want to ride or whatever." I was like, "Yeah, if you want to do tandems, and go ride for a little bit." And that was on the end of Friday.
Right.
And he was just like, "Why don't we just go right now?" And I was like, "Okay, cool." Yeah, it was super cool, but
That's awesome.
it was a good time. It was great driving with everybody I got to drive with and hang out with and just talk to. We did that quite a bit too.
It was a cool crew. Everybody was awesome. Everybody was great. The drift community is just an amazing community. Everybody wants you to succeed. Everybody's want to help out any way they can. So it was awesome.
It was a great time.
So,
but other than that, we'll I guess we'll see you in the next one. We're gonna have some shop videos coming out. We gotta take a little break from events. Just to recoup some funds and put some parts into the cars that we have.
Yeah.
So we got stuff that we got to put into the cars.
Got a lot of work on the S95.
Yeah.
I think it's got a lot of work to be done, but we'll get it dialed in pretty quick. But with all that, man, Cory killed it. And like always, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for everybody who subscribed. We're almost at 200. Maybe by the time this video posts, we may be at 200. Who knows? But thank you all for everybody who's stuck around. And hope you all enjoy this video. And we'll catch y'all later.
Later.
Deuces.